All right, welcome, guys. Okay, so first off, I have my phone here with a bunch of questions that some people have had for the channel and for just a variety of things that have been going on. So, first one up is why I've been gone. Um, that's a no, it's not a tough one to answer, but that's a very complex one. All right, so reason one why I've been gone was I took some time off of YouTube to do, uh, well, basically to get my life straightened out, as well as going to college for a brief bit. Um, so yeah, between getting my life straightened out, college, just general travel that I've done, I'll be moving here soon, but that's for another topic. Um, yeah, just a lot of planning and stuff's been going on, and so I haven't really had time for YouTube. However, I have occasionally uploaded, you've seen them, the 30 to 50 second, sometimes a minute and 20-second long, or yeah, a minute and 20 seconds long videos of like just random things, like when I was at the zoo, when I was out doing a bunch of stuff. Oh, there goes the cat. Okay, hello. Um, got no idea what I just did there. Let me stop presenting, whatever the hell that means. Oh God, what is it doing? No, get back here. Okay, there we go. Now, let me see if I can't pull this up on the YouTube page as well, so that I should be able to see you guys whether you're live. That I should be able to see you guys whether you're live. I should be able to see you guys whether you're live. Okay, so it looks like you guys have about a 30-second, 45-second delay. But you should get the basic gist of the conversation still. It says I have a viewer here. 0 viewers. Wow. Okay. Wait. No. There. I don't. What the hell is going on with this thing? I hate. All right. Next time I'm just gonna use OBS to live stream because Google Hangouts. Let me tell you, you are finicky as hell. But yeah, so for future plans, I plan to do some No Man's Sky live streams. I plan to do some more Shell Shock, obviously. It's kind of taken over my channel a little bit. I actually plan, once I move down to Alabama, I'm going to start either a second channel, and by no means does it mean I'm leaving this one behind, but it does mean that I'll either be starting a second channel down there for the sole purpose of what I'm about to say, that I will be discussing setting up a regular series. And this series will, in fact, be kind of like a vlog podcast type deal. But it'll don't work for you. 1 second. Let me get you a new link. Because the link is busted, apparently. Copy. All right, let me post that there. I have some designated people that are joining the channel too, asking all kinds of questions. And that's one of the reasons why I put this up, was so that I'd be able to answer your guys' questions to the best of my ability. And so I guess I had a broken link at one point. Yeah, it's I'm thinking where the viewers are, fluctuating for some reason. But yeah, so future plans. That second possible channel. What is eventually going to happen is I'll be doing a food-based. It's going to be a series regardless of if it's on another channel or if it's on that one. But don't worry, because I know the two top questions that are going to be asked. First one is, am I leaving this channel behind? What all is going to change? The schedule might change, but other than that, the channel's going to keep going. I'm going to keep putting content onto this channel. And the second question you guys would have is behind, and that's a no. That's a resounding no. So I do not know if it'll be a new channel or if it'll just be a new series. But yeah, I'm going to start a food thing, and the reason I'm doing that is it's been a long time since I've spent some serious quality time with my core family, like my cousins, my aunt, my grandmother, all that. And they live down in Alabama, and that's where I'm heading to actually here in a few days. And by a few days, I mean January, February, March, April. Is it May or April? It's May. So it's May now. It'll be around June 18th when I leave, which means the last upload to the channel before I get set up down there will probably be June 15th. And that sucks, but I'll probably catch you guys all up on everything by June 15th at the latest. And then there won't be another upload for a few weeks. Once I start uploading in, it will be a permanent thing. It will be doing the daily, 5-10 minute vlogs again. And on top of that, I'm going to start doing the 2 videos a week, 2 main videos a week, where I'm going to have gaming or a podcast. And on top of that, I'm probably going to have 2 more videos, those are short 5 to 10 videos, where I'm just talking to you guys. I'm just hearing you guys out, getting everything done that needs done, asking questions with this community that we've built. So that's why I've been going. Been getting everything scheduled, trying to find a decent paying job, moving, college, traveling, a bunch of family stuff. And as for future plans, you already know there might be a new channel. At the latest, or I mean, at the least, there's going to be a new series. So yeah, there'll be a new series, possibly a new channel. We're going to get back to regular uploads. There's this move coming up. But as for future plans regarding the channel specifically, I am going to be doing Subnautica. I am going to be doing No Man's Sky. I'm going to start getting back into Minecraft again. And with the Minecraft front, I am going to have to research it. I've spent so many, I'll say hours. I've spent so many hours away from the game. And I mean hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. There's been like 55 updates since the last time I played. I played like 9th grade through 10th grade, and I graduated in 2015. So I mean, so it's like 4 years ago. It's been like 4 years since I played. So I'm gonna have to really dig into it, learn the basics again, and then move up from there. Download the game, get everything set up. I mean, you guys don't really care about that, but so you guys need to make fun and sewing something up that I didn't know about. But yeah, so there's a bunch of new games in the channel. Channel's gonna get a complete new revamp. You've already seen the new banner. You've seen the new layout. You see that I've started annotating things. I've started monetizing videos. We're nearing that precipice right now. I'm starting to get the channel in order. I'm starting to get the schedule figured out. I'm starting to figure out what needs to be done where, what you guys want. and how to best optimize this channel for you. It's eye appealing. You guys like what you see when you come in. There's multiple series running at any given time. That way you guys have a variety and a plethora of things to watch. Different stuff that I'm doing on the channel, specifically so that you guys, as a whole, better enjoy it. Thing that I'll answer is the what's next. Okay, so we've hit this milestone marker. And we got games that we want to play on the channel. We got user and creator, so me to you, feedback happening. We've been talking for a while now. We've discussed the different topics on it, how to set it up, how to lay it out, how to make it eye-appealing for you guys, how to find out what you guys want, forums to go to, places to talk on. And obviously you guys have access to my Twitter, my Facebook, my email. Some of you even have access to my private cell phone for, to be more specific for that aspect. That has been kind of hushed and reserved a little bit for those I've collaborated with or those who have an interest collaborating with me. And so you guys do have access to basically everything. At any given point in the day, you can send me a message saying, hey, listen, I see this on your channel. I think this needs to change, or I think you need to update this. Hey, there's a link broken. Or, hey, I'd like to collaborate with you on this project. Or, hey, this is a project I've started. Would you be interested? Hey, would you be on this project? Or, can I join you on a project? Getting it back and forth in this little Q&A thing that we've been doing. And it's kind of interesting because through the smorgasbord and the terrible layouts and everything, people that were like, and a million's an exaggerated, exuberated number, but I had an extensive amount of people who were like, I don't know about, or so you don't do collaborations? Would you like to do a collaboration on this? Do you want to check out my channel? And one of the most comical things to ever happen to YouTube, in my opinion, is this idea of a sub for sub. It's pointless. It's worthless. I can understand why people do it, but it's literally a scapegoat. People who have sat there and said, to make my channel the best that I can, wait and actual groups to start following for fame. I'm going to cheat the system, a sub for sub system, where I'm going to sub to someone, have them sub to them, and create this network of people who are only subscribed to you for the sole purpose that you'll subscribe to them until your channel takes off, to a degree, before it takes off to a degree where you gain this following. And that's fine, but YouTube will notice that, and that will affect your platform, because they're going to see, let's say you start out with 20 subscribers off the bat. That's not a big deal. But let's say after that you start your sub for sub bullcrap, in my opinion, where now you have 150 subscribers. And then you slowly take off, right? And all of the channels, all of you guys that have sub back and forth take off. You all have 1,000 or so views on each video, and you have 300 subscribers. And then like that, 150 of them in a day, in the span of a couple days, it just disappears. A drop like that, YouTube is going to look at your page and notice what you're doing, and that's going to affect the way that the automatic bot that they've set up allows you to monetize. It's going to affect the way that the bots read your stuff. That's going to affect your standing with YouTube, because they're going to say, okay, he was trending for a little bit. However, right now, he's at the bottom of his game. Nobody's really interested in it. So we're not going to, create this platform for him to grow on. We're going to completely ignore him. And what's going to happen is you had this temporary boost where you were like, got up to 300, back to 200. And you're going to sit there for 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. It depends on the person, and it depends on the chance, really. But when you do things like that, is you are not a reliable person to be watched regularly. Reason that I need to feature you, or I need to reserve an amount of space of YouTube to promote your channel so that it can grow better, so that more people can see it, more eyeballs can get on there and notice it. They can't change the algorithm so that your channel gets seen better. In the long run, you're only hurting yourself, and it sucks because do this sub for sub thing, it's not helping. What it's doing is it's creating this gap in the YouTube system where people are, by their need to be seen, which I guess you could say is YouTube as a whole. But again, with that factor that comes in, people are subbing for subbing, and YouTube sees that increase, and they're like, oh, people care, because it's an automated system. But when all of those people leave, and you've gotten to where you say is a fair amount of gain so that you'll continue to rise, you're going to drop that 150, and you're going to be back down to 100. You're going to be back down to 250 maximum. And YouTube's going to see that and see that you're not reliable. They're going to see that that you either exploited something, or that you did something so perverse, so bad, that you got 150 people to leave your channel. And they're not going to want to put their names on that. They're not going to want to make space for you. They're not going to want to feature a channel that has caused that much negativity, especially on a small channel. When you start out, YouTube kind of follows the same rule of diners and waitresses and going to restaurants. The customer's always right. Well, the subscribers are always right, in the sense that if you negativity, you get 100 people. Let's say you have 300 people on your channel, and 150 people leave in 2 days. YouTube's going to look at your channel and go, what the hell did you do? Like, they're going to look at your channel and decide, this is not something I want to invest into. This is not something that I want to put time into. I'm not going to want to feature your channel. And if I was a business person and you had a new store opened up, right, and 100 people came to me in one day and said, the wait staff was horrible. They didn't help me with anything. It was not set up right. I couldn't find anything. Stuff like that, which is basically what subscribers are going to do. They're gonna say, oh, this channel's crap. And part of it's haters, but part of it's this system that you set up. They're going to go, oh, it sucked. The content wasn't that great. The editing skills were sloppy. The quality wasn't great. There was glitches. The live streams lagged. You're going to look at all of this and, hello, cat. Get back there. By the way, Naomi, everyone. Yeah, I said your name. Get over it. But they're going to look at that, and they're going to go, not reliable, not worth my time, and you're going to get overlooked. Your channel is going to plummet. And sure, for a brief time, for a few months, you had a great start, a great boost. But it's not worth it. The slow and steady wins the race is, in fact, the case in this. It is always an uphill battle on YouTube. And do not ever create a YouTube with the sole purpose of making money. Because, quite frankly, even if you do everything right, you're not going to make the money that you have in mind. Every good YouTuber, even the ones that make a lot of money, don't make a lot of money. And they have other incomes. And the reason that they're like that, they're like that is because YouTube has this ratio where you keep 55%, they keep 45%, but it goes through ad revenue. So for every 2 out of 10 times someone clicks on your video, they're going to see an ad. And what is it? It's like 50,000 ad views or whatever gets you like $1,000, which means 2 out of 10 times you're going to have a chance to make a tiny amount of money, and that tiny amount of money is a very small percentage of what you're going to be able to make. And so it's just not worth it to create a channel for the sole purpose of making money on YouTube. Ways that some people have gotten around that is making promotional YouTubes, promoting other people, promoting other products, doing unboxing, stuff like that. And that is a legitimate way to make money. But if you notice, their channels have all of these people, all these subscribers, all these views, but 98% of their money doesn't come from YouTube. Actually, basically everything that they make in YouTube goes back into YouTube, into the editing, into the stuff that they're buying to make the videos. All of their money basically comes from these other companies, these other people who have paid them to promote this channel. They've sat there and they've gone, okay, I want you to promote my product, and I see that you have this many eyeballs watching. So they're going to say, okay, talk about my product, use my product, give it an honest review, put it in the link in the description, tell people to click it. When they click that link, you're going to make a percentage of it. So all of your money's coming from that link, not from YouTube. Because all that you're making on YouTube is going to pay for your YouTube. Now that's the weird thing about YouTube is it's free, but it's not. It's free for the consumer, the person who just watches YouTube, but it's not free for the user. The user, the person who creates on YouTube, spends money, time, and effort building this channel, building a community, building all of these eyeballs. And at the end of the day, it's the same as having a non-profit community or a non-profit thing, because at the end of the day, all of your money is going into your channel, and you're really not making anything back. You're making back what you spend. You're breaking even almost every time until you hit that top, 25 YouTubers on YouTube. And then you're going to start making a little bit more money, enough that you can pocket a couple $100s each time. And, maybe after 5, 6, even 10 years on YouTube, you can live off of your YouTube doing it that way. But that's 10 years of money making after the fact. You're going to have a channel up sometimes for 2 to 5 years before you even get the recognition, the amount of eyeballs that you need to even start making that kind of influence, that kind of community, that kind of money. And so it's become this thing where everyone looks at these channels and they see this global platform, YouTube, as a way to make money. And they're not wrong, but they think about it simplistic. They think about this thing simplicity. Yeah, in simplicity's terms, rather. It's too simplistic. You don't just create videos that, of content you want, upload them, and in a couple years you're a millionaire. That's just not how it happens. What happens is you research it. You look into things like SEOs, how to market, business management, how to promote products. And then instead of making YouTube content that, let's say you enjoy all the time, you'll do several series where you do gaming content because you like it and because that's going to create a flow of people who love to watch your content. And your word of mouth is going to mean something. They're going to take your opinions and what you see, and the people that stick around on your channel are people like you. They're going to agree with you. They're going to be like, oh, this guy gets it, And then eventually you're going to have a channel where you promote some products. You're like, okay, we're all gamers here, or we're all, fashion here, or we're all this here. And you're going to promote a product that has something to do with your channel so that everyone on the channel is like, yeah, I could use that. Yeah, I get that. And then what happens is they go to that other place. They either tell them that it was from you, or they use a link that company or whatever gave to you, and you're making money off the company now. And so on. And you have all of these different webs, all of these different lines that are going from your channel to all of these other places. And so after a while, all of these companies might relatively easily be like, hey, we have this new thing. You want to check it out? Yeah, you can promote it on your channel. You can even keep the product. And so you're getting some of these, smaller $25, $50 free things after a while, like the digital cameras or any of the trendy things like fidget spinners or what's some other ones, like nail stuff. I know they had a perfume one for a while there. Amazon does a thing with it. There's even YouTube companies within YouTube, like Heartbeat. It's a free app you can download on Chrome that allows you to check how much estimated money you're going to make off of each view, how much subscribers per month, per year, per minute, real-time, analysis. They're going to look at your channel and be like, this is where you screwed up and this is what you need to do. Hi, Kat. Go stay somewhere. But they're going to look at this and they're going to say, this is what you need to do, this is what you've done, and this is what you could do. And you're just going to be able to look at that and tell right away. So Heartbeat, I recommend to anyone who's serious about YouTube. It's a great free app that allows you to kind of look more in depth into your specific channel. Not only that, you can set up certain features in it by clicking a little tick box in there, and then resetting your page so it'll pop up. That will tell you when you overview someone else's channel, someone else's thing, how much money they have an estimation of making, each month, each day, each year, each minute, their subscriber rates. And it's kind of, I guess, in a way cheating, because it's a way that you can use less of your time finding people to collaborate And you can spend more of your time looking at the bigger fish. You can go, okay, this man's making this much amount of money. He must be doing something right. Why don't I talk to him? Or, this person has a lot of eyeballs, so I wonder if I can get him to sign off on promoting this. Or if he'll give me a shout out or this or this. And then, for every 50 people that see that page, 2 to 5 of them might go to your page and they might check out that. And that doesn't seem like a lot, but after a while, let's say a year goes by and 500,000 people have seen that video. Out of that 500,000, you can expect 500 to 1,000 at least go to your page and check yours out. And so that's kind of the long scheme. That's the long con, if you will. Not that it's a con or a scheme, but you get the idea. It's the long route to do things, but that's just one channel. And one channel takes 10, 15 minutes. Sometimes if you're collaborating with someone, an hour and a half, 2, 3 hours of your day where you put a channel up on yours and you promote them by going, if you'd like to see the other parts of this channel, or if you'd like to see what happened before this, go to their channel. And then on their channel, they have the same video where there's different content. They've go, if you want to see the rest of it or this, go check out his channel. You make these puzzle piece ties like that. And then, let's say 50,000 from one YouTuber, 50,000 from another YouTuber, 50,000 from another user. Let's say in a week you do 5 YouTubers, and in a year each of them has had 50,000. That means you've made 5,000 new followers that have checked out your channel, all for something you did in a week. And so 5,000 people in a week, that's a lot of eyeballs. That, when you think about it, that's a really nice price to pay, for a week of your time to get 5,000 dedicated fans and followers who are going to say, wow, I love this guy's products. I love what he's doing. I love all of these videos. I love the content he makes. And, then they're going to look at that, and it's going to be great. Sorry, I did have to talk to an SEO real quick, actually. Sorry about this, guys. I still do. I gotta get this link for this man right now, and you click here. Share this permalink. Yeah, right. We at Black Yeti Studios. I'm just kidding. I don't own that name. I own Black Yeti, just not that name. All right, so we're still live. But yeah, when you look at how a channel's set up, how people's expectations versus what they get, the overtime, the long con of it. And I do want to call it the long con, because people have this negative aspect when they hear the word con or to be conned, and it's not really how it is. Because. And here, just in a few minutes, I don't know if the camera will pop up for you guys. If not, I'll try to find out a way to get it to do so. But my good friend Josiah is going to be joining us here, so I did want to say that real quick. Hopefully, he'll join us pretty quickly, and we'll get to talk back and forth with him, and you guys will hear that too. But yeah, I do want to call it the long con, because you've set up, we'll say plan, this long plan. You've set up all of these webs, all of these feelers where people are, looking into this business, this business, this business, this business, this YouTuber, this YouTuber, this YouTuber. And what you've done is you've basically taken a chain with a clip on the end of it, and you've clipped it onto those channels. You've clipped it onto those products. And in the long run, all of those people are going to sit there, and they're going to look at your channel and go, this is a guy who has enough people to make it worth our while to send him products. This is a guy who makes it worthwhile for us to pay him to review things, for us to pay him to try to get customers to come to our side. And so by promoting, by collaborating, you're creating a larger branching community. But That's on the outside. That's the outside. That's the face of things. On the inside, you've created a market. You've created a place where people want to trade things. People want to talk about things. Word of mouth, free advertisement, redirection. And by redirection, I mean they're going to go, this guy has stuff that I want. This guy is going to direct me to places I didn't even know I wanted to go. And that's fantastic. That's great. I guess he's in the middle actually of his own webinar as well too. I guess he's doing some sort of interview type deal. Josiah is one of my many favorite people because he's somewhat of an SEO, somewhat of a public speaker, business help. Basically, he's the guy you go to if you want to know how to do something. If you just want to get some thoughts out, and he's going to go, okay, this is how everyone else has done it. This is the best ways that you could do it. He's going to sit there and tell you. He's going to go, well, this is what you want to sell, right? And I say that in a grain of salt terms because you can sell information. You can sell a product. You can even sell people in a sense, and not in the legal sense either. I mean in the sense that, let's say I can fix a car, and let's say you can work on computers. I could literally say, I'm going to sell you my expertise and my time for your expertise and your time. And so that's what I was getting. He's that kind of guy. He's going to go, this is what you want to give people. This is your expectations. This is what you want to do. This is how you get there. This is how you convince people to do this. It's an investment game. It's a business game. It's a marketing strategy. And he is fantastic at that. So whenever he gets out there and he gets popping off on that and he gets, that done, and I'm not going to rush him because we all have our own things that we're doing here. He's gonna be able to pop on over here, and he's gonna join me probably either in the top left here or in the top right, and you guys should be able to see that too. And so, one of the next things that I want to talk about is other discussions is what I have listed, but basically that's my excuse to rant off here for a minute. So, and then after Josiah joins, we're going to do our first Q&A, followed by some more random topics, followed by a second Q&A, and then I think we're going to end it there. So we're going to save that to when he gets here because it really does take, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. It really does take the group to get something like that done. And I do apologize for this glare here all over my face. Actually, I might be able to fix that a little bit. No, I'm going to have to get a better curtain there. Eventually what I want to do is I want to green wall all behind me and drape it over the couch so that you can just get my figure and then whatever background I choose on here. Also, I do apologize for that. I'm sure many of you cat owners know the pains that I'm going through right now. My cat is in heat, and that means she is all over the place, running, clawing things. Loud, what do they call it? Cat calling. Meow, basically loud, obnoxious meowing. So I do apologize if the mic's catching a lot of that up, as she literally just walked around the computer and everything. But also, I could be doing. Sorry, I do have people joining in here too. So let me go do this. And remember, this is for you guys. Okay. Trying to figure things out so you guys can get everything worked out. I do apologize for this. I hate taking these little breaks, but they are of great importance. It gets things done. For some reason, I am told, and let me open my YouTube. I am told that people cannot chat.
I am told.
Astrid. Who is Astrid? Let me go to their channel real quick. Interested. I'm going to subscribe to this person because they seem like interesting people. Hi, Kat. Yes, I know you're in heat and you want love, but go over there and lay on your little cushion. Can you not, Kat? Please. Please go somewhere else and do your thing. Oh, Jesus. A message request. Who has message requested me? Melissa something or another. You know, I don't like doing this, but you know the nice thing about you guys seeing me take these little breaks and messaging people, you guys get to see the real backbones of how things work on YouTube. The communication, the branching off, the conversation, the getting things set up, how things run and work. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll create a how-to featuring Black Yeti channel, or you know, not a channel, but like a series on the channel. Let me see. Josiah, welcome.
What's up, buddy?
Not much. I'm just doing a simple Q&A right here about the channel. So I told them that you guys would be joining here soon.
Yeah, eventually. I left another webinar to come to this one, so that'll work. And we got ones going from 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 tonight. We're marketing like every day, almost all day. It's pretty crazy.
Well, I mean, if you want to, I told them that you do your kind of public speaker, business help type. You're the guy to go to for information. So, I mean, if you want to talk a little bit about what you do also, yeah, you can really publicize here about that.
All right. Who all do we have on here? And how do I mute this? Because I'm coughing my ass off.
Mute the screen.
I got it.
Up at the top there.
Got it.
And as for the viewers, currently, this link has been shared to a bunch of people that have joined off and on.
Okay.
But it hasn't really been publicized. So if you want to put it on your wall, or you want me to put it on mine, that's fine. But for the most part, this is just kind of a live stream for whoever wants to join, and then it'll pop up in the unlisted feed of YouTube also.
Okay, I could dig it. Yeah, the lives, I've been checking them out and stuff, man. I tried the SpongeBob 24 hours a day, and they wasn't having it. They wanted me to go to another link. You can't watch SpongeBob at the click of a button anymore. It's lame. But yeah. Let me see here. So, well, it's it just looks like me and you, I guess. I don't know how to see who all's in there. But
at the bottom, at the bottom right corner under channel Q&A random conversations, you'll see links and 0 viewers, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see me in the bottom right.
Yeah, on my side here, it's here. I might actually be able to share with you.
Screen share, yeah.
Yeah, present to everyone. All right, can you see now?
I still see you.
Let's
see here. Black Yeti is presenting. Oh, okay, there's that.
So what all can you see when I present there? Because I've never used that feature before.
I'm only seeing you and me. Same screen it was. Let me see if I can do Google Hangouts desktop. Okay. Yeah, so when you click the green arrow button at the top, the screen share, is that what you're clicking?
Yeah.
Then that's where you should be able to pick what screen you're showing. So desktop or...
Yeah, I was clicking present to everyone, but it might be a two-step thing. I might have to screen share and then present to everyone.
Let me see here. Screen share. I'm going to see if I can do mine.
I just started sharing this one.
Go.
Yeah, there's a present to everyone button. So I can share it to just you and me, or I can share it to everyone who's viewing.
Right on. I need to clean my room.
But yeah, do you see that down there in the corner now? Oh God, I don't.
That happens.
Yeah. Let me see if I can't. Why is this doing this?
Oh, don't worry. It's going to happen 1,000 more times. You'll get used to it.
Oh, there we go. But yeah, can you see that little viewers in the corner?
I see. Neat. Yep. 0 viewers. Links. I got it. I can see it. Yeah, I think that only shows it to you unless you make me like a co-presenter. You know what I mean? You can have people assist you in presenting.
Well, I believe I can make someone a cameraman and someone a control room guy also to control audio and video. But I think that only works if you have multiple cameras set up to do like wide angle shots versus your webcam. And I think I would also have to have an audio splitter box so that it didn't get confused by, let's say, doing a wide angle camera, but still taking the audio out of the laptop.
I got you. Okay.
So right now we just have like the most simplistic setup is just, camera to camera right now.
For sure. Yeah. Got my little cousin here. He's the one that's been working with a lot of OBS. He knows OBS and stuff pretty good too. So he's gonna be helping. You know Rick Austin's son?
No.
Park it. All right. Well, right now he's got on screen share. He's showing me his desktop. You know what I mean? You flip back around.
Yeah, I should be able to just do this and it should pop back up. There we go.
There it is. All right. Yep. And your screen's blurry. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? We'll be bringing people in. Christian, Austin, Christian.
It's nice to meet you, man.
He's my wife's little cousin. But yeah, we were talking about bringing all this stuff in. Oh, you brought your fam too. That's what's up. But,
she invited herself.
I could dig it. Okay. No, I got another marketer trying to get me to, health and wellness products and stuff. I draw the presentation. Let me see. I'm called from a buyer of my product. Staying busy. I don't know, man. As soon as you walk into marketing, you start, adding marketers and stuff like that, man. You got people showing you every product on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Health and wellness is freaking huge. You know what I mean? But I'm just waiting to get my Servia go. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sell it to so many people just going out and walking around. The little device I've been talking about, the
little keychain that shares the messages.
Yeah, well, it shows a 40-character message and a link, a clickable link. So I mean, basically, like I've been talking to Kip Vick, I've been talking about Piercy at the Attic, I've been talking about to Marie and Sean Alcorn that own the Northside Eatery and was it the Northside Eatery, Yellow Dog Lantern, and Karma Cafe. Bad Juju. I've been talking, a bunch of people, you know what I'm saying? And there's actually other business. My cousin started a business down in Louisiana and shit. So I mean, I'm pretty much what I'm gonna do is like when I'm gonna go see Kip, I'm gonna take a 40-character message and the link to his Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna walk in there and be like, hey, you got your phone on you? You know what I'm saying? Like, take a look at that real quick. And he's gonna click on it and it's gonna say something like thirsty. Have a drink, you know what I'm saying? And a link that's going to bring you up to Last Call Tavern's Facebook page, you know what I mean? For that whole factor. So, and that's about it, you know what I mean? Everybody that's a football field from the front door is going to be getting a notification, letting them know to come in. So, I mean, and as far as I know, that's up the hill too. So people could be driving down the hill from behind Last Call Tavern and get that little notification. So
I'm glad we actually started with this topic specifically because right before you joined, I had actually just done the breaking everybody's expectations speech, essentially. about those people who started YouTube for the purpose of making money and how that's not a reasonable thing to ever do.
Yeah.
Because of the way that it's set up, and like, you got to figure 5-10 years before you've actually started to make serious money, even if you're serious about it, because you've got to branch out to different companies. You've got to branch out to the all the ad revenue that's going to happen. It's like 2 out of every 10 clicks on your video is going to actually sponsor an ad, and you're only going to make a very small portion of that. So every 50,000 clickable ads that you get, you're making $1,000 on.
That ain't bad. Yeah, but people need to realize that YouTube, okay, it can make you money about as good as a hammer can build you a house. You know what I mean? Just because you have that tool, it doesn't mean the job's gonna get done. Just because I have a hammer doesn't mean I'm gonna build a house.
That's what I was explaining.
House.
That even some of the best YouTubers and whatnot, they've been doing this for 10 years, and even they still have two jobs minimum. That's paying for everything else. They're basically making pocket money with their YouTube, and they're using their jobs to keep their house going, buy that new bike, car.
Yeah. See, I mean, why go and work 2 jobs and then have this job? Why don't you just screw those jobs and put all your effort in your at-home business? I mean, if it's making money, it's making money. You know what I mean? If you have a good plan and it's going to work, and you got a good product or service that can fill a void in the market somewhere, then just do it. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean, if you sold water, how many people out of 7 billion people don't need freaking water? That means potentially everybody on earth could be your customer. You know what I mean? You just need to outdo all the other people that's selling water. That's all. And it just takes planning and stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know how you go to, you know what I mean? Like, I've had a YouTube channel to feature my music and stuff, but it was never paying me money. It was all leading up to that point. You know what I mean? And, I got YouTube channels for my business. I got YouTube channels for a bunch of different shit now. You know what I mean? But it's all going toward a goal, and YouTube's only just one tool in that. You know what I mean? If you make a bunch of content, you put it anywhere, you load to YouTube, you get fired up. YouTube's gonna make money regardless. You know what I mean? Instead of worrying about the money, worry about the plan. The money will come.
Well, exactly. And I touched base on that a little bit about how to properly set up the channel so that you're getting the most amount of eyeballs, that kind of thing. But I also talked a little bit about the branching out, how reviewing products can be beneficial, but it can also kill a channel very easily.
Yeah.
If you choose the wrong product, let's say you're a gaming channel and you review fashion, it's going to aggravate and anger all of your customers who are there for, your other content.
Right.
And that's going to start a feud, and that'll very easily kill a channel.
Yeah, you got to stay pretty targeted and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are making money. Like, you can get free stuff from Amazon, like, all the time. You know what I'm saying? If you take the next 6 months, a year, and all the stuff you buy off of Amazon, you give it a real good review. You know what I mean? It don't have to be a positive review. It just has to be knowledgeable and informative. But if you give good reviews to all these Amazon products you purchase, and then shoot over to YouTube and do a little review of the product, share the link back on it. You know what I'm saying? After 5 or 6, 7, things, Amazon, as well as the customers Amazon, are going to see that you're consistent in reviewing products for Amazon. And that's how people get to the point to where they can get free stuff. Like, Amazon will shoot you stuff. They'll send you stuff for free. Just review it. You know what I mean? As well as the customers.
Well, that's what I talked about it too, is I talked about how it doesn't matter if you've already built a name on YouTube. You got to build a name with that particular company. So a lot of it's just contacting these companies saying, hey, I got this channel. This is what I'm doing. I'd like to review some products that, might interest some of my viewers. And it's kind of hit and miss. It's 50-50 when you really get started. But after, a year or two, even in that short amount of time, you're going to have at least a regular income of products that you're going to be able to review, as well as eventually those companies are going to talk to other companies, down the road, and vice versa. Then you have companies contacting you instead, will you review this product, and vice versa. And that's how that actually happens in the real world versus people who think they just create a channel and get money. That's how it works.
Yeah, usually starting out, it's more like 0, 100% as over 50-50. You know what I mean? It takes some time to build that up. You know what I mean? But content is key. The more content you put out, what I mean, the closer you are to being seen as an expert. You know what I mean? Back to the 10,000 hour rule. After you want to be an expert, you got to do it for 10,000 hours. And that goes back to apprenticeship in masonry hundreds of years ago, if not longer. An apprentice would get with a master mason. They would work for them for, 7 years before they could be known as a master mason. So they took those numbers. Actually, Tony Robbins, I think, might have been one of the people that had to do with that, was the one that said, take that, that 10,000 hours is pretty much the equivalent of those 7 years it takes an apprentice to become a master builder or master mason. You know what I mean? Or a master builder, of course, if you are in.
But at the same time, too, an easy way to jumpstart that a little bit to cut that time in half, really. They say that you can do it in 3,000 hours as long as it's something you enjoy, you're constantly pursuing it, and you've done everything in your power to get to where you are.
Right.
You know, if you do all of the beneficial things like such as researching yourself instead of, you know, paying someone else to do it, or instead of, you know, doing these things that are kind of pointless and not focused on your subject. You know, you allocate time and you put all your resources on the right area. You can do it in 3,000 hours. They say that you can become a master of your particular.
Maybe someone, maybe, you know what I mean?
I'm not saying for everyone. I'm just saying you got to have the drive for that particular thing. And I think the 3,000 rule kind of applies more to people who have a product that they've created, something that's, you know.
Because well, I don't know. I mean, there's creating the product, so there's all that time into that, you know what I'm saying? But if we're talking about being an expert at like selling that product, I guess, you know what I mean? You got all the time to making it, so you know everything about it. You know, by that time, you know who it worked for, you know what I mean? But over time, yeah, you're going to find new uses for it, new people that could, that it could help, that it could benefit. Yeah, I mean, 3,300 hours, do anything for, you know what I mean? You do anything for 3 hours, you'll be a little bit better at the end of it all. You know what I mean? But I don't know, the more you do it, the better you learn it, I suppose. So, but, yeah, we're going to have to work on building that audience of prospecting out a little bit on how to do these. This ain't bad at all. The one I just jumped off of one that had like 50 some people, but again, it was just a marketing thing that, you know, for, you know, some health and wellness products and stuff. So, some lady reeled me in. She acted like she was interested in my product and then tried to sell me her product. And I listened to her product and I showed up at her webinar and stuff. But she didn't listen too much about mine. You know, when I told her about it, she pretty blatantly said that she wasn't interested. So I didn't get to spend too much time on her webinar, unfortunately. But you know what I mean? They're actually happening with my product from 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I'm pretty sure, if not tonight, most nights they do. So it's just a matter of sharing people to that webinar and they come to it, you know what I mean? And then the main guys will pretty much discuss the product and talk about how it can help their business and answer questions and things like that. So, you know, I guess I'll catch you after a bit. Oh, okay. Phone plugging. But yeah, previous with the Serbia affiliate. Oh, now they're telling me about my product. It already is pre-visioned with your Serviet affiliate links. Oh, and I can reprogram it. My bad. This is and it's here.
I'm guessing that's someone interested in the product and asking questions about it, or
well, actually, it's somebody that is over me. He's in my upline. You know what I mean? He's somebody that brought somebody that brought me in. So I wanted to ask a question because they were talking about when they ship it to you, it's already making you money because it's already programmed, it's already turned on. So when it's leaving the facility, going through all those mail trucks and post offices and stuff, it's beaming, it's on, it's turned on. So people are going to be getting my link while it's being shipped from there to here. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
I wanted to know.
Really?
Yeah, I know, right? As soon as, I mean, like, as it's in the box, it's.
Well, I mean, you saw the cell phone trend thing, right? Where people were taking a short video, then slipping the phone into someone else's bag, and they get on the airport and they give it to someone else, and vice versa. And it's the same idea of like you have this note that you deliver that gets stamps and goes the whole way around the world and eventually ends up somewhere different.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, you know. It's that same concept of you could do that with that device too. You could put your product in it, then give it to someone else, give it to someone else, and the entire time it's, you know, branching your product out to all over the world.
This is something that you know what I mean. Somebody told me, you know, they mentioned the whole thing about the airport, finding people to fly there and back. But to save a step earlier, I figured you can, and some of my up and ups like this idea too, so they're telling it to people too. You can find a hotel in a big city. All right. You can usually call and you can book or schedule a room ahead. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's say I wanted to chill in New York City for a little while. All right. I'm gonna call the Hilton. I'm gonna book a room. I ain't gotta pay until I get there, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna book a room or whatever like that. And then, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take my Acervia and I'm gonna mail it to that hotel. All right. 2 days later, I'm gonna cancel my book. You know what I mean? So that thing is going to sit in their office. It's going to be getting hit with travelers. It's going to be getting hit by people that stay in this hotel for days before they turn around and they send it back to me. Return to sender. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, right there, you know what I mean? Wherever shit's popping, you know what I mean? If it's Houston, Texas, if it's Los Angeles, California, you know what I mean? Atlanta, Georgia, I can do this over and over and over. I can mail that shit straight to a hotel right beside a freaking airport. You know what I mean? Let it sit there a couple days, cancel my reservation, and have my thing mailed right back to me with, 20,000 new people that have seen my link. You know what I mean? So there's no, you can mail it overseas and back. You can mail it anywhere. There's literally nowhere you can't touch on the planet, you know what I mean, that don't have,
Something that crossed my mind is this could be the new billboard. You know how people put their flyers up and they have business to do it?
It is.
Do the same thing. Instead of just mailing it there and having them resend it to you, you could literally just ask them, can I place this in your business? And it'll automatically, you can explain to them that it'll automatically send a flyer or a clickable link in this case to their phone, so they hear of your business as well.
Right.
And eventually, I foresee this thing at least being trending, if not a permanent thing that kind of replaces billboards almost.
Well, it technically is a billboard because it sends that Wi-Fi notification out, you know what I mean, within a football field. So just like a billboard, you're driving down the highway, you can see it for a little bit, you know what I mean, get the information, and then you go past and you can't see it no more. Same thing. If my thing is stationary, people are going to come in that 300-foot radius and they're going to be able to see that notification. But once they go out of it, it disappears again because they're not within the signal link, you know what I mean? So that's exactly what it is, you know what I mean? People are, you're going to see, like, within 2-3 years, there's not going to be a business that doesn't have one. You know what I mean? They're just going to get cheaper. They're going to get stronger. The batteries are going to get better. They're going to be able to access Android, iPhones, and everything.
Rechargeable.
Well, you don't have to recharge them if you have a 2-year battery. You know what I mean? You don't have to. You can throw it in a bush somewhere and just leave it there for a freaking year. It'll be fine. So it's waterproof.
Then you could just throw it in the river and let it float.
Well, you could throw it in the river, but I don't know how many people down there want to buy your product. You know what I mean? But if you throw it in a bush outside of a business,
notification on their phone.
Yeah, scuba diving, right? I'm watching it. But
clubs at 30,000 feet. No.
Yeah, man, people on the Titanic are dying to get this product. I'm selling oxygen tanks. Who wants one? Please allow 5 to 7 days for shipping. Yeah, I'm about to set up. Okay. That'd be brutal.
Hide one in an airplane bathroom.
Hide one in the airport bathroom ceiling. Go to the airport, go in the bathroom, and push the tile up and put it in the tiles. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
Well, you know already, like, all these products that come out that they're like, this is the new thing. The next thing that happens is there's a secondary person who creates ways to disguise them, ways to hide them, make them look more appealing, etc. Yeah, you could literally create something like, let's say it looks like a smoke alarm, but your device fits inside of it. And then instead of hiding it at an airport or something, dual purpose, someone buys a smoke alarm that has that in it, and they see your product every day.
Well, yeah, the only thing is that what they can opt out of it, you know what I'm saying? Just like an email or something like that. If you go into my email, you opt into my email list, you can go to the bottom, you can click unsubscribe.
Oh, absolutely.
Same thing with these devices, you know what I'm saying? But every device has its own thing. So just because you opt out of one doesn't mean you're never gonna see any device ever. You know what I mean? If I have 8 of these with different links and stuff, you're going to have to, unsubscribe to every one of them before you're not getting, the signal anymore. But after you unsubscribe, you can't, you know what I mean? You won't see it no more, period. So, and I don't know how to undo that, but it don't really matter. You know what I mean? If you unsubscribe, more than likely you ain't that interested anyway. But, of course, that's the thing, you know what I mean? Even if you're walking by and you're one of the first people to see that notification and you figure out you can unsubscribe and you unsubscribe to it, you know what I mean? You are one of the first people to get that signal. The thing about it is, it's like you're going to have 20 friends that think that's freaking awesome. And it's going to catch, you know what I mean? Just like parachute pants, you know what I mean? Everybody's going to want to know more about it.
I hope those never catch again.
And if they do, that's fine. I always could use another reason to laugh at people. I'm cool.
Dude, Josiah will be the reason why.
That's right. That's right. Except
I believe it.
I'll wear them backwards.
You'll
yeah.
wear them on your head like a hat.
Yeah, bandana preferably. But
Walk into the
Yeah.
office wearing freaking parachute pants and singing Hammer Time.
in sign language.
Oh, Jesus.
Right. You know what I mean? Then people won't know if I'm a gang member or not. But but yeah, I was about to set up. My bad. Yes, I can hear it. One more. Okay. Let's see. Of course. All right. I told this dude 3 days ago to redo a song because you couldn't hear anything he was fucking saying. He just now said something about it. He's from the Netherlands. But
well, at least he doesn't speak Japanese.
I don't know. I never asked him.
You'd be sitting there hearing ching chang chong, not understanding a thing he's saying.
Maybe. Then again, Google has translators, so.
Are you really gonna take your time to translate that? Exactly.
I'm gonna ask him what the hell he meant. But yeah. So you had a couple people trip in and out. Now, where did they find you though? What the fuck is this?
All right, are you able to see that? The YouTube
I
live?
am able to see that. Hey, nigga, how are you? Is this live? I have more subs than you.
Yeah, as someone that was part of a collaboration I did was making fun of me. It was kind of funny. But what I really wanted to show you is that I can pull up a YouTube chat on here also, so that I don't have to have multiple windows open. I can focus on the actual live stream while also typing anything I want back right there.
I got you.
To them, and then they get to see, that I'm not ignoring them, so that they can see it on the YouTube half, and then they can also see the stream on here.
Okay. Yeah, that's sweet, man. My cousin Rachel, yeah, she opened that restaurant down south and shit like that, man. But yeah, she must have been seeing my products and shit too. She said, I had a feeling you'd be interested, because I asked her, I'm like, how you plan on promoting and advertising that business? Like, I had a feeling you'd be asking, send me a link. I'm like, you got it.
You seem like the type of person who would, in the dark, walk up to somebody's yard and just, tape that thing to the underneath of their car.
I wouldn't go to that extreme. I would already have a dab of super glue on it, so I could just walk by and then just keep walking.
Throw it into their car and walk away.
That's it, man. This thing. I'd like to know if magnets will affect it and shit like that, because I'll super glue a magnet to that fucker, man. A neodymium magnet. And
I actually did have a question for you.
Down the road.
I actually did have a question for you.
Yeah.
You said that you're able to unsubscribe from it, but you also said that it has a radius. So if they enter the radius, see this, and unsubscribe from it, and then they leave the radius, when they come back into the radius, will they receive the notification again?
Nope.
Okay. That was my main question.
Right on. I as far as I know, you know what I'm saying? Now with emails and stuff, if you sign up for an email or something, you unsubscribe it, you have to go back in and like resubscribe to be able to get those emails again. I don't know how you would resubscribe to this. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So as far as I know, with the technology they got right now, which they're working with it, you know what I mean? The next big feat is getting either okay, well, to get iPhones, because right now it's just Android. 60% of the market's Android. So they wanted to focus with Android. Okay.
64.
More than 60% of
64.89, I think.
That's great. All right, Rain Man. All right, good luck. But over 60% of the market, of course, is Android. You know what I mean? 2/3 just about. So now they're working on getting an iPhone in there. And the thing about iPhone is like it takes so much to tap into an iPhone. It would use up the vast majority of that battery. So instead of being a 1 to 2 year battery, it'd be like a 3-month battery. So they need to get a stronger battery in it, or which the smarter version is find a better backdoor into, iOS, into iPhones and shit, to where it doesn't take all that, energy, all that battery life to run whatever you got to run to be able to send a notification to an iPhone. So that's what they're working on now, man. Tapping into the iPhone system, you know what I mean, to push notifications through them. So that'll be the next great feat. And then actually to kind of combat that issue. Right now they're going through Bluetooth, and as long as you have Bluetooth enabled, you get the message, right? So another thing they could do is they could do what broadband users have been doing for years, which is piggyback off of the cell signal
so that they receive it as a text message rather than a Bluetooth notification.
But you have to have the cell user's phone number, and we can't do that without breaking wiretapping laws. This doesn't have anything to do with the phone number. We're not getting their phone number, their email, nothing. It's just a signal you can trip across. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the nice thing about the broadband service is that it's not reliant on their cell number. It doesn't infringe wiretap laws because it sends it to every device, not just particular persons.
You can opt out of it too. You know what I'm saying? Anything like the broadband, you need to be able to, like if it's broadband, I want to message you on broadband. I have to have your number first. I can't just kind of tap into your phone. You know what I mean? But just a notification that can come from anywhere. You know what I mean? There's actually Are You Near app. There's an Are You Near app where you can program.
Had the same thing recently. It was like a year ago. They just uploaded that new feature that if your friend's near you, whatever, it'll tell you them. Yeah, it's the same.
Based on the same, pretty much.
But again, you have to have that geolocating, on there. And one of the things that
Facebook did, Google Maps.
Right.
You can do it through Google Labs too.
Google Maps has a feature where you can set it up so that friends that you're like friends with someone on Google Plus. You can both set it up so that you can see each other's position no matter where you are.
Okay, so it's the same thing as Facebook then, except Facebook uses the geolocation, and one of the things they did that most users did not know they did is when you sign up for an account, when you actually read through your lease of your service, essentially, all of the specifications that they say this is what we're allowed to do. When you read down through it, they actually say that they're going to track occasionally your location from your mobile phone, your computer, or wherever. And so half the people a while ago were all pissed off about it because, it's, blah, blah, blah is, illegally. No, you signed it. You want to use their product. They said if you're using our product, we're allowed to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's the same thing. Sure, you have to have your GPS on to see your friends, but your GPS is technically always on because they can always see your most recent location within a 12-hour, time frame.
Mm.
Your location is always on. Your GPS is just a more accurate way of finding out your own, pretty much your exact location. But
yeah, it's more precise.
This is on.
GPS will give you a 50 miles in every direction location, but if you have your location on, it'll give you a within 10-mile precise pinpoint.
That's like a three-digit grid square. That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this thing out there, man. Once I have it in hand, it's going to be easy to sell it locally, you know what I mean? And it's just a matter of having somebody follow behind me and, film it, because I want to get reactions and stuff and use bits and pieces of that to, what I mean, use to promote.
I'm in.
You're in?
Yep.
Okay, well, that's good.
I mean, I have my camera here right here. Actually, I got my T5i here.
Nice.
Been charging this up, trying to get my EOS out in the field and get that done. Just because
my sister has an iPhone 7, so I got a good camera on a cell phone.
But I got this Microsoft Lumia 650 here, and it's got a pretty decent. The main reason I got this is because its display and its camera, are the highest performance of any cell phone currently.
Top nuggets.
But the downside is because it's Microsoft, aside from Twitter and Facebook, no applications. There's no social apps that you can get on it. So you're limited on games and social. You can get Twitter and Facebook, and that's about it. Everything else is browser-based. So unless it's a browser-based thing, like YouTube, you even have to click the Explore, go in there and type in youtube.com to go to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You can download a thing off of its app store, but basically all it is just a shortcut to YouTube.
Yeah.
Website.
Well, it's another thing you can do, but it's not illegal, but it's frowned upon, is you can download an APK file, and you can download a Android app on a Windows phone.
Yeah.
But you have to have a laptop to do it because you got to plug your phone into the laptop to click and drag it over.
Because the Windows devices do not support downloading that type of file.
Exactly. So you have to download it on your computer and then drag the app over to the phone. Because the phone will run it, it just won't download it.
Yeah, that's why I don't ever want to have an iPhone or own one. Mainly because of the fact that the only real way to get apps for free, or some apps like beta versions of an app is through jailbreaking the iPhone, and it's just a big waste of time.
Yeah, it's like people who JTAG Xboxes. It's cool if it works, but if it doesn't, you're out a couple $100 and a couple hours of your time wasted.
Yeah. And Apple is not as open sourced as Android is. Like Android, you can basically do anything. Like my phone, I could download an app to set it up so every time I shake my phone, my flashlight will turn on.
Yeah. Whereas, you go to iPhone or any Apple products really, and they're more specific, they're more specified. But
they don't even have the little pop-up bubble widget for Messenger.
Yeah, they want to keep it a tight network and stuff, but it doesn't matter. People are gonna crack that some bitch too. If people can crack the Pentagon and shit, man, you ain't gonna find no basic motherfuckers that are gonna make some shit that you ain't gonna be able to crack. No matter what, man. Code is code. It's any information that has to be put together could be taken apart some way or another.
Ones and zeros. Just gotta know how to read it, know how to get into it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Take something out, put something in. It works, but
it's like a buddy of mine recently. He was having a problem with a person, and I've done it in the past. Everyone has a digital fingerprint, right?
Right.
Yep.
With a name, with just a first and last name, and an estimated location like Franklin, O City, Titusville, any of that, I can pull up your entire online history, every place that you've even like touch based in and locked your phone's GPS onto.
Yeah.
Possible Wi-Fi codes, stuff like that, and I can compile a list in as little as a half hour of names you go by, nicknames, families, relatives, places you've lived.
Private detective.
Pretty much, in about a half hour, I can know enough about you to basically do anything that I want.
Oh, there's tons of ways. I mean, you can get on YouTube and find out how to trace an IP address.
Right.
And I mean, 5 years ago, that shit was. You got to be a super hacker to be able to do that shit. Now, man, your little sister, you know what I mean, can come home from 5th grade and do it. You know what I mean? All she got to do is follow instructions. You know what I mean?
Well, I remember when I was growing up, some of the coolest shit that we ever did was break into the TV's locked parental controls. I remember when that was still cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, oh, I found out this code by doing this back door, and I was 10 at the time. Now you got people that are like, wow, look, I stole from a bank from my DSI.
No shit. Yeah. On the feds.
Wee woo.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let me see here. I know I need to put some food in my freaking guts, and
there's a burger out there if you want it.
Maybe I might want to get something hot. I don't know, but yeah, what are you gonna be doing the rest of the night?
I don't really have any plans the rest of the night, to be honest. Tomorrow I got tomorrow's Saturday, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been like scheduling stuff all day with my YouTube channel and everything else. So I have every day of the week in my head. So I had to ask. Nice. But Saturday I have a barbecue with my biological mother's side of the family. So I get to go meet some people I don't know, eat some free food.
Yeah, man.
That kind of thing. And then Monday I got some sort of picnic thing with my dad, girlfriend's family.
Oh man, nice. There you go. Uh-oh. I got information.
But yeah, I don't know. After this stream, I'm probably going to spend another hour editing the actual video that gets compiled after the stream ends. I'll edit that, fix some of the graphics. I'll probably go in and change lighting, post-op. But I'll get all that set up and upload that to the channel. And while that's uploading, my day's done.
Dig it.
That's everything that I got to do.
Yeah, I just did last night, from like 3 to 8 this morning, put together a 10-minute script. It's going over email list, and it's kind of the table of contents almost of how people market with email lists. You know what I'm saying? Talking about capture pages, talking about your call to action, talking about funnels, talking about prospecting. You know what I mean? I explain all these words and shit and kind of how they all go together, and pretty much the difference between billion-dollar companies and anybody else's business. You know what I mean? They have an email list.
Oh, absolutely. I just started setting that up, by the way, too. Something you may or may not be familiar with. I think we might have touched base on it before. Is Yope Mail, spelled Y-O-P mail?
Yope. I don't know.
Disposable emails. They're disposable emails. They're only accessible for 72 hours. You don't even have to have an email. You just have to write anything that you want and then finish the sentence with @yopemail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Yopemail and you type in that name and click enter, and you can check your mailbox for 72 hours. That way you don't have to give out your actual information. You're downloading a product and it asks for a name. You can literally just put Joe Schmo at yopemail.com and it'll give you the download link without having to give your information.
Yeah, there's ways to do that with Gmail also. You can put a designation at the end of an email where it goes directly into a folder. You know what I mean? So like can'tgetright.ent@gmail.com /spam or something like that. Well, it ain't / it might be plus. I think it's the plus sign. But you can literally put your email in to where when they, when it hits their autoresponder, instead of going in your inbox or something like that, it'll automatically load the spam folder. You know what I mean? Or automatically load. You could do it to your trash. You can automatically load it to your trash. So, you know what I mean? Just by putting that code in at the end of it, plus spam or whatever the hell. So,
absolutely. I just started doing that with my Gmail because, I've been doing it for about a year. But when I first set up my Gmail, my professional one for my YouTube and for my forums, the main issue that I had was that I was getting, around 3,000 messages a day, and probably only 50 of them actually mattered. Right. So slowly I created a simple algorithm that would put most of it in the spam. But now the issue I'm having is that, every so often I'll see something go to spam that doesn't belong there.
Right.
But it's an experience-based thing. So you just check your spam and your email, and after about a year, it's going to realize that, okay, this is what you actually need, this is what you don't. And so now I don't see it as much. Now I get, 3,000-4,000 emails a day, and all of the stuff that matters goes to my inbox, and all of the rest goes to my spam, and I can click that little icon and just clear all my spam at once.
There you go. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm trying to get all that stuff situated too, man. At least once a week I go through and I'll, hit the spam folder, and I'll go through and unsubscribe and all that stuff. But I got to do it on 3 different emails too. So.
Yeah, that's I'm reaching that same problem because, I got Black Yeti. I got Black Yeti Gaming. I got my Eric J. Austin at Gmail. I got the Eric J. Austin 1997 at Gmail. I got my college stuff. I got my loan stuff. I got, like I said before, I'm connected to 28 social media sites, and with that comes 2 Hotmails, like 5 Gmails, a Rocket Mail account.
No.
And I do have them all linked together. So realistically, if I want to get a just brush over overview, I only actually have to access 2 of them, which would be my YouTube account and my one that's connected to my my Gmail.
I could dig it.
And then I can see all of them. But sometimes, like if I have an interview for a job, sometimes those will not show up in the overview. So I actually have to open the thing up, scroll through and find it the old-fashioned way. But it's a way to save time.
Yeah, I'd like to get all mine connected to my Outlook and stuff like that, but it's pulling shit in from different emails, and it has all the spam. It's just, there's so much to it. You know what I mean? That's gonna be.
I actually did have to look up a few different ways to get around some things because with Gmail, it's a lot harder to set up those tied accounts than it is for Yahoo.
Yeah.
Yahoo is a lot more free on that, but Gmail doesn't like it when you try to have multiple accounts synced to the same area.
Yeah. And Gmail, the apps with Google and stuff like that, I use them so often. You know what I mean? So Gmail is pretty much my go-to anymore. I don't know. One day I'll talk to Hillary and see what she does to keep her email secure. But until then, I guess I'll just stick with Gmail. But I don't know.
I did have something to bring to your attention real quick, actually. The first thing about that is, have you ever heard of Live.me or Live.me?
Yep, my school introduced me to it.
All right. So you know a little bit about how it works, right?
A little bit, yeah.
All right. The way that you can actually promote business while making a small, and very small income off of it also, is occasionally go there and go live, and it's the platform set up so it's very easy to gain a following, get people to look at your products. And when people give you a gift, because everyone starts out with a little bit of coins, to buy more coins, you have to spend real money, which means those coins can be converted into money. So after, you've accumulated enough to be at least $50, you'll be able to go into your account and click convert to coins, and then take those coins and click cash out. And what that does is, every time, you don't have to, but every time you get at least $50, you can cash out at any time, which means that every time someone's looking at your video and they're going, "Oh, I love this," and they're giving you like a thumbs up emoticon that costs 10 coins, that stacks up. So,
Definitely.
after a couple months or so, you can cash out. That way you're not, wasting your time promoting your business there either.
Dig it. Yeah, I just typed it in and it brought up Twitch. I typed in live.me.
Yeah, no, you have to go to Google and type in Live.me because it's an app. If you just go to the search bar and type in Live.me or Live.me, it goes to Twitch because Twitch actually bought out the original URL.
Got you. Smart.
They bought it because they saw that it was making a lot of money, so Live.me changed it.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of like what Trump did to Jeb Bush. Trump, when they were campaigning, Donald Trump seen that Jeb Bush's domain was up for grabs. He didn't, pay his annual. So Trump stole his domain and forwarded everybody that came to his campaign page to Donald Trump's campaign page. So,
absolutely. But I just watched a YouTuber do this live a few days ago too. They were talking about a very controversial subject in the gaming community, and someone's like, "I wonder if that domain's for sale." Like, how he's talking about how many people would go to this just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
And so while he was live, he went on there and he bought the domain and used it to redirect everyone to his YouTube.
Exactly. No, that's fucking real as shit, man. There's been bands and stuff that, like, I'll tell you, well, there's one band in particular, you know what I mean? They were pretty screwy. They messed with aspects of things that I've been doing. So if I wanted to be a cocksucker, I could really sabotage the shit out of them and stuff because their domain's up for grabs. And it's the one that they promote all their business off of. So I could cop that shit and, direct it to them, and they can't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? So all that hard work down the drain, all those backlinks, all that, all that work, all that ROI is going to come
Change the background to want to see something better and then have it redirect them.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I just have them come straight to my stuff. You know what I mean? Let me see. My bad. Multitask. I hate that shit.
But again, whether it's a money-making idea or not, one of the things that I do want to see kind of come to fruition a little bit is that that bartering site. I do want that to be a thing that happens. I want to build this site, or at least have someone walk me through what needs to happen to make this happen.
Right.
And I want to create this eBay-esque site where you can trade product for product, and the only thing that people are paying for is either a subscription to use the site or shipping cost. You know what I mean?
Or processing fee, you know what I'm saying? Make the app, the best way to do it is make the app free, you know what I mean? Because if the app's free, people will jump on it. You want to make aspects of it paid, you know what I mean? Enhancements or, things like that, you know what I mean? Like
paid product placement, stuff like that.
Yeah. Like, hey, we'll waive your shipping fee, you know what I mean, if you do this, or, you know what I mean, we'll give you access to private, private channels, private rooms, or you can have your own private room where you can sell stuff where people can't see it directly, you know what I mean, whatever, So, I mean, that just takes thinking. I mean, anything you want to happen can be put into a code, pretty much. And if not yet, it will be. Somebody will figure it out. So there are no limits. There is no sky. We've been to the moon. Who said the sky's the limit? We've been pretty far past that already. Shit, man. We got man's technology hitting the Kuiper belt right now. You know what I mean? So I mean,
we got manned missions to Mars too coming up here soon.
Yeah, and that's if we ain't already freaking there. You know what I mean? And the government ain't fucking.
Well, look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk, he owns StarX there. He wants by 2020 he wants to have Mars started colonization. And I mean if you really look at him, he's one of my personal actual heroes because he's went bankrupt multiple times just because he thought that something could be done better.
Yep. Yep. Any good entrepreneur will, you know what I'm saying? Trump's been freaking broke. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of people claiming bankruptcy isn't mean unsuccessful. It's a strategic play. You know what I mean? Claiming bankruptcy for broke ass people. You know what I mean? That's a game ender, you know what I mean? I guess for a minute. But you know, if you're in a business and stuff like that, you got to salvage what you have, you know what I mean? It's a strategic move. You know what I mean? For any business owner. That's all it is. You know what I mean? So, and there's dirty ways to do it. And a lot of time when something happens, somebody ends up getting hurt. You know what I mean? But, you know, if you're up there, as far as your insurance and your business is all taken care of them, I mean, the risk can be minimal. So I don't know. My best bet is I'm trying to, like a balloon fund. You've heard of balloon funds. I mean, imagine having 100 balloons, you know, that are all full of helium. All right. Imagine that being enough to lift you off the ground. You're going to keep rising, keep rising, keep rising. So, but if one or two of them balloons pops, it's okay. You're going to still keep going up, even though two of them pop. Same thing with what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create multiple revenues of income. That way, if one of them falls off, it doesn't matter. I got 6 more. So we let that one go, you know, we readjust and we keep building revenue streams. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's where I'm at right now, too. I told you before, I want to get this website started. I want to continue to do my YouTube thing. I want to start pursuing my photography a little bit more avidly. Eventually, I want to have my actual job, too, which I'm probably not going to end up getting until I move, which sucked. I wanted to have at least a little bit of income before I leave, but I'm moving to an area with, you know, higher productivity, you know, more opportunity.
Yeah, with photography, we found out about Zazzle.com. My wife did.
There's another one called Fopes too, where you can sell your images to like stock places so that other people can use them.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so you checked them out then?
Yeah, I did kind of look into that aspect a little bit more extensively.
So, you know what I mean? I mean, you could, you know what I mean? You could put your pictures online and people look at them and keep scrolling and stuff like that. However, if you put them on merchandise, they can see your product. But, you know, it's more than just a picture. It's a product now. You know what I mean? So not only are they seeing your picture, but they're seeing, the product also. So, you know what I mean? I can't think of a better way for a photographer to advertise their photography, their art, their pictures, other than sticking on some merchandise. Because when people are looking at it, looking at your picture isn't going to do them any good. It ain't going to benefit them. It ain't going to give them more health or life. It ain't going to make them happier, and it ain't going to make them more money. However, if it's on a product, now that's something that people need. People do need bath towels. People do need shower curtains and coffee mugs. People need shoes and neckties. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Being that that's something they might need a little bit more than your picture. You know what I mean? It's got a better chance of being seen. So, you know what I mean? I'm getting my wife to put her product, her photography on products, and she's been going at it, man.
A very extreme example of that too is Disney. Look at all the Disney bath towels in Walmart alone.
Nice.
You know, you got Nemo on more towels than the color red. This is exactly what it is too, because you know what they're doing is that they're trying to sell their product to children so that the parents will buy it.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Like they know who their viewers are, and they know how to kind of market that to the best of their ability.
I could say no to a commercial. It's a lot harder to say no to my kid.
Exactly.
Right. So,
you know, you pull at the strong points, not the weak points.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the kids are strong points, but my kid's pulling at my ass, or my stomach's pulling my ass anyway, about as much as a kid is. I need to go in here and crack a can of some freaking some ravioli or some shit, man. Your stomach's on my back, man. We're gonna have to link up again. I'm trying to find out if there are any other webinars about the product tonight. Plus, my cousin, she's, you know what I mean, starting to pretend like she's interested. At least we'll find out tonight when she's actually home. But yeah, man, we're going to have to link back up here soon, man. We'll come up with a strategy to get people to show up at these things, man, so we can start doing it. The guys that were actually mentoring the group and the webinars and stuff last night, their groups are getting so big, they need to find people that can branch out and do webinars also and stuff like that. So one of the main guys asked me if I was, you know what I mean, if I was willing. Like, yeah, you know, I don't mind. They're trying to get people to do it in pairs, though. You know what I'm saying? So one can always make sure that all the information is given out there. So it's just a matter of me finding somebody on my team that's, you know, good enough with the device and you know, hungry enough to get in there. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
There's not going to be that many, though. You know what I mean? People are either getting it for their product or they're getting it to sell it itself. You know what I mean? But there's not going to be as many, you know what I mean, doing both. You know what I mean? Which I think is crazy because one sells the other. You know what I mean? If the message comes up, you know, I'm not going to have you directly, but at first I'm going to have you just come to a link. You know what I mean? But eventually I'm going to have a landing page to where you see my notification, you're going to click on it, and I'm going to pop up on there. Let's say I'm advertising my music. Okay, let's say I'm advertising a new song that I just put out, and be like, hey, if you got this link, you're watching this video or something. If you hit that notification, you're watching a video, and you don't even know how you got it on your phone. But a lot of people want to know about this event happening right here. So if you want to know about that event, go ahead and click the video over here. If you're pretty much just wondering how the hell I got on your phone, you're going to want to click that link right there. See what I'm saying? So no matter what link they
even have multiple of them in a given store, especially if it's a big enough store like Home Depot.
Yeah.
You need to have one at each corner of the store, you know, promoting a different thing.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Home Depot might be as long as a football field, but I doubt it's as long as two. So, you know what I'm saying? If you just put one of them in the dead center of it, it'll hit every fucking corner of it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got 600-foot diameter right there. You know what I mean? So that ain't bad at all. I just want people, because like I said, you know what I mean? People are going to walk past my stuff. You know, business owners are going to walk past my stuff. Entertainers, musicians, entrepreneurs, a whole bunch of people, politicians, whatever. They're all going to walk past my signal, get my notification. And some of them might be interested in the product. I think more people are actually going to be interested on how the hell I got on their phone. So, you know what I mean? It's going to sell itself. It totally is. You know what I mean? My thing is like, I got to race against the clock. All right. Because there's people that got into this thing 2 or 3 days before I did. All right. There also have, you know, a decade or two of marketing training over me, you know what I mean? Whereas, you know, I know how to promote music. I know how to engage. I know how to make content and stuff like that. But as far as like literal marketing with the kind of new strategies that I'm using from being a part of network marketing companies and multi-level marketing companies and shit like that, that's 3 months. You know, that I've been fucking with it. You know what I mean? I'm already being patted on the back by some of the top-notch motherfuckers. So it won't take long, but they got in there and they already got, just from being in there 2 or 3 days before me, already have like 100 people signed up. You know what I mean? And I'm at 5 and I got other people that I'm just waiting to hear back from. Today's Friday, right? Oh shit, I got some people I got to actually hit back up today.
Yeah, today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be Saturday here soon. So
yeah, before we click off here and before we end this, if you want, you're able to, you know, shout out your channel, your name, your, you know, everything else too. Like I know you're working on different projects, and you also got your regular like Can't Get Right Entertainment and all that stuff. So if you wanted to do that right here towards the end, and then, you know, we could close off that and talk more privately since you have other stuff to do too. And then I do like my closing speech for my channel. And then I'll get to work editing this as well.
Yeah, we could do that. Well, basically, I'm Josiah. I'm Josiah Kostek. You're going to be recording. You're recording. You're going to put this out.
You're currently being recorded. It's broadcasting live. That'll be an unlisted video on YouTube. So
awesome. All right, good. I'm glad I didn't say anything nasty. But yeah, Josiah Kostek. A lot of people know me as J Therapy. You can find a lot of my stuff. You look up Can't Get Right Entertainment. You're gonna see me, my address, my phone number, everything, man. All my dirty little secrets. But you can hop on Facebook.com/CGR.entertainment. You'll find that right there. Our vlog, our training is at Facebook.com/learn the rules. So you can check out a lot of the marketing strategies and videos that I'm creating there. And yeah, there's lots of different places, man. I'm on Prezi, I'm on Twitter, I'm on YouTube, I'm on, you know what I mean? I got something on Twitch, but I ain't got a lot of stuff on there yet because we're just working on getting our gaming channel up, Lucid Mind Gaming. So yeah, I'm all over the place, but you know, Can't Get Right Entertainment. You slap that into Google, you'll get everything. My SoundClouds, my Reverb Nations, my everything. I got everything pretty much backlinked in there. So yeah, my goal is to take people with a talent, whether you sing, you dance, you act, you do comedy, you're a gamer, anything like that. Take your talent, whatever you love to do, and turn it into a marketable product. So that's what I try to do, man. Whatever you like to do, whatever you enjoy to do, I help you find ways to turn it into money. So that's the plan.
Well, I mean, like I said before, I had talked to them a little bit about who you were beforehand too, and I think you actually touched base on basically everything that I had said beforehand too. So that was good. And I figure once this is all clipped together and edited, I'll probably end it off with what you just said there, followed by my outro,
Gotcha.
and that's there. So a lot of this like in between talk will probably be cut out, but the main points like talking about the device, your little ending there, my outro, the beginning talks about the channel, and that's what I meant to say at the beginning too. I actually had wrote up a little bit about what I wanted to talk about. And one of the main ones was the future plans for the channel.
Right.
Why I'd been gone for so long. What's next in terms of content. And then after you joined, I had wrote up the like question and answers, other discussions, followed by a second question and answers. Which I think we very, very well discussed that. I think it balanced it out pretty well.
I think so. Yeah, and you'll get to the point to where you're able to just write your fine points down, the topics you're going to tap on. And after the 10th time you do it, man, you're going to get all the information out flawlessly. There won't be a lot of stutter stepping in conversation. You know what I mean? You'll be able to hit all the main points and do it pretty fluidly. That's what I've been watching. So same with my live trainings and stuff. You know what I mean? Some of the videos I'm getting to where I'm going scriptless. I just kind of have, all the points that I want to talk about, and I can go right down the line, get all the information in, and boom, done. No editing, just put it online, get the information to the people ASAP. So
that's something I'm seeing more often too. Is like I try to work from a script, but half the time I just toss my phone down and go straight from improv mode. It's I work better as long as I got my phone to tell me what I'm supposed to talk about.
Right.
Point wise, like supposed to talk about the channel and what's going on. Everything else just kind of follows.
Yeah, and I mean, you want to bring it back into the IM anyway. You know what I mean? When you're talking about somebody, you want to give them a little bit of information, but if they really need that information, they're going to want to come to you directly. So, you know what I mean? You always send that invite out to, I know I didn't cover everything in this short video. I just wanted to get some main points out to you. So if you want more information, please feel free to contact me personally at facebook.com/JTherapy. You know what I mean? So they know to come back to you and ask you questions and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? And it's not even bad to leave a couple things hanging, you know what I mean? When you want to sell something, a lot of times people will put videos out and say, okay, if you want the 10 tips to better marketing, here we go. Okay. Do a video, talk about the first 4 tips and say, if you want those last 6 tips, I want you to message me here and I'm going to send you a link that you can put your email into and get the rest or get all 10 of them, including the ones that I talked about today. So see what I'm saying? It's luring them in for engagement, and also it's about building that email list. You know what I mean? If they liked your content, more than likely there's a percentage of them that will like it enough to pay for it. So, you know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
And when one of the reasons I actually had you kind of promote your channel and the things that you've been doing also is because my channel is relatively smaller, but my reach is not. And what I mean by that is I've collaborated with a bunch of larger YouTubers like Ribbon Newman, who currently just hit, I think, the 1,000 subscriber mark. And my buddy Matt, he does a lot of gaming podcasts, vlogs, that kind of thing. Whereas mine is kind of a Swiss Army knife of stuff. But I have about 20 subscribers and around 700 views total.
Yeah,
my videos range from 5 to 30 views per video.
Right, and that'll all change as content build. So
absolutely. But the reason I had that's what I was saying. The reason I had you market yourself a little bit there too was so that whether mine pulls in or the other people that I'm connected with pull in. Specifically, I know my buddy Ruman, who has that larger base of people. He regularly will give a shout out to my channel or come check out videos, see where I'm at, see my progress, that type of thing.
Right on.
And me and him are actually supposed to sit down and do a 3-hour Rust gameplay here soon.
There you go.
So that's going to be doing live. I don't know all the details yet, but we're going to be playing a Steam game called Rust. It's a survival-based game. You spawn in with nothing. You gotta get resources, build huts, start a farm.
I heard that. Yeah.
As long as there's, it's large. Like hundreds of people can join a server at a time, and you can even manufacture weapons at some point, and you can gun down other players. It's
yeah. I've seen videos about it. You know what I mean? I've seen one video where this dude tricked these kids. He dropped all of his gear. He ran up to his base butt ass naked.
Oh yeah.
yo, I need some help. Can I get some clothes? You know what I mean? And the kids trust, and they came out, they threw him some clothes. I think they gave him a rock or some shit. And he pulled out a gun and blew him away. You know what I mean? And when you die, you start back from scratch, butt naked.
Yeah,
nothing,
no, it's a brutal system.
I love it. I love it. I thought it was awesome when I first seen that thing, man. I swear I've watched it 10 times. So
Make no mistakes. If you screw up,
and that's life.
Done.
That's life. Video games. I'm gonna enjoy watching video games become more realistic because you know, this gets shot 25 times. How annoying is that? You know what I mean? If you just want to win the game, put a cheat code in. You know, if you want to get better, you know, or be the best at it, man, you got to learn how to do it like hardcore.
One of the things I think you'd be interested in as someone who kind of markets performance art a little bit as well is something called The Void. It's in New York and California currently, I believe, and there's more locations opening up. But it's similar to, it's a virtual reality system, but unlike VR gear, such as, you know, Oculus Rift and major titles like Hap2 Vive.
You're in a room.
No.
No?
You can walk around.
Yeah.
In virtual reality.
Okay. Is it the one that has the floor that's like a bowl to where you can walk forward?
No. That's the
HTC Vive.
Yeah.
You got like two little
stuff like that is,
and you can walk around your room. It maps out your entire room to fit with the game.
This is the next better step than that. The Void is so much better. And the reason that I say that is the only thing that you're wearing is a backpack and basically goggles.
Got you.
It literally it provides sense of touch, sense of smell, sense of sight. It messes with all of your senses. So it's a 5D virtual reality experience to the point where you pick up a torch in the game and you're actually picking something up that feels like a torch, and you'll see it in your eyes as a torch. You know, you'll feel the heat from the fire hitting your hand. It's not like your room anymore. It's like an amusement park style large room where, you know, they'll send tours of people in to go through this to, you know, battle simultaneously against mobs of zombies or aliens, or, you know, they even have one in New York that just opened up for the new Ghostbusters. You can go in and you can use your ghost busting plasma tools to capture ghosts and stuff, and, you know, you actually climbed on and, like, yeah, they got everything.
Yeah, I need a part of that, man. Maybe, but
I just looked at it. The tickets range from like $57 to $60.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad. People spend a lot more for less, so.
Right?
Oh yeah, man. So all right, well, all right, yeah, I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna put some food together, man. Get something in my stomach, man. But yeah, whenever you get this thing out, man, I'm gonna make sure I share it on all my channels too, on my pages.
All right,
my brother.
I'll probably start my my exit outro as soon as you disconnect. So I mean,
okay.
Figure I'll let you guys get your stuff done, and then I'll let you know when I'm done editing.
Sounds good. Yeah, man. Just send me a message, man. I'm on the night shift, so I'll be up a better part of the night.
All right, man.
All right, my brother. Well, I'll be talking to you soon. Yeah, you'll be busy. I'm gonna put this kid to work. But all right, man. Well, I'll talk to you soon, man.
All right. Talk to you later, man.
Gotcha, brother. Catch you.
All right, guys. So that was Josiah Kostek. I believe he's founder. I could be wrong, but I believe he's founder of Can't Get Right Entertainment, as well as he works on a couple different projects that he's had going on here. As you heard, he's an entrepreneur in the sense that he helps businesses get started. He helps people do what they want to do. So it was nice getting him on this too, so you guys could talk to him. Honestly, I don't know what else really to say here, because I feel like I've discussed all aspects of the channel, everything that's going on, the move, why I've been away. We talked a little bit about marketing. We talked a little bit about this new product that he's promoting actually too as well, that will allow you to send people messages from, you know, wherever you place this to their phones, and they'll just get it saying, oh, you know, check out my product. Yeah, I saw you were looking at this, or is this Home Depot you're at? You know, it'll be cool. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe for more. I'll probably have some similar content coming up within the next few weeks. So make sure to click that little bell icon or that little gear icon, depending on which system you're on, and selecting it so that you get notifications so that you never miss a video. Thank you guys. Have a good day.